From engines to icons, the BMW story. Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating history of BMW, from its humble beginnings to its current status as a global automotive powerhouse. Now, I'm not usually one for history lessons. Dates, names, it all tends to blur together in a rather dull mess. But the story of BMW. This isn't just about ticking boxes on a timeline, it's about ambition, engineering, brilliance, and frankly, some bloody good cars. So buckle up as we take you from BMW's first sputtering engine to its sleek, modern marvels. We'll be looking at the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Get ready to talk torque, tech, and the sheer thrill of driving a machine that's been crafted with German precision. From propellers to automobiles, the birth of BMW. Right then, let's rewind back to 1916. The Great War is raging, and a little company called Bayerische Flugzeugwerke, or BFW, for those who don't fancy a mouthful, is busy churning out engines for aircraft. Yes, you heard that right. BMW, the maker of some of the world's most desirable cars, started life in the sky. Now, these weren't your average run-of-the-mill engines. These were high-performance beasts designed to give German pilots an edge in the dogfights. But then, as they say, the war to end all wars ended, and suddenly building engines for fighter planes wasn't exactly a booming business. So, what's a company to do when the market for aerial death machines dries up? Well, if you're BMW, you take that engineering genius and point it at something a bit more grounded. Motorcycles were their first foray, and let me tell you, they were rather good at it. But ambition, much like a thirsty chap in the pub, is rarely satisfied. BMW had its sights set on something bigger, something bolder. They wanted to build cars, and not just any cars, mind you. They wanted to build machines that were fast, luxurious, and engineered to within an inch of their lives. The ultimate driving machines, BMW's Milestones. Now, where do we even begin with the cars? BMW has churned out more classics than a Shakespeare festival, but there are a few that deserve their own place in the Automotive Hall of Fame. First up, we have the 328 Roadster. This beauty, launched back in the 1930s, wasn't just a pretty face, it dominated the racing scene, proving that BMW could build a car that was as fast as it was beautiful. Then came the 507. This sleek roadster with its elegant curves and powerful V8 engine was like a German Elvis Presley on wheels. It was cool, it was sophisticated, and it made everyone else look a bit drab. But let's not forget the game changers. The BMW 2002, launched in the swinging 60s, showed the world that a saloon car could be sporty, fun to drive, and still practical enough for the weekly shop. And then, of course, there's the M Division. Ah yes, the M Division, where BMW's engineers are given free rein to unleash their inner speed demons. From the iconic M1 to the legendary E30 M3, these cars weren't just about getting from A to B. They were about the journey, the adrenaline rush, the sheer joy of driving a machine that felt like an extension of your own body. BMW's Turkey, a moment of silence. Now, even the best of us make mistakes. Even a company as legendary as BMW has had its fair share of automotive hiccups. Some might call them character-building experiences. I, however, am not burdened by such niceties. So let's talk about the BMW X6. Now, I understand that beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that, but honestly, the X6 looks like it was designed by a committee that had a bit too much glue wine over Christmas. It's like a hatchback, an SUV, and a coupe had a drunken brawl, and this was the unfortunate offspring. And don't even get me started on the handling. It's as if they took a perfectly good BMW chassis, injected it with concrete, and then let a herd of drunken elephants loose on the suspension tuning. It's lumbering, it's awkward, and it handles corners with all the grace of a hippopotamus on roller skates. Now, I'm sure there are people out there who love the X6, people with unique taste, shall we say. But for me, it represents a rare misstep from a company that usually sets the benchmark for automotive excellence. Right then, after that unfortunate detour, let's get back to what BMW does best, building extraordinary cars. And when it comes to extraordinary, the BMW M8 competition is in a league of its own. This, my friends, is the automotive equivalent of a perfectly tailored suit, a Savile Row masterpiece on 4 wheels. Under the hood, you'll find a twin-turbocharged V8 that produces enough horsepower to shame a small country. This thing absolutely flies, rocketing from 0 to 60 faster than, you can say, Vorsprung durch Technik, but it's not just about brute force. The M8 handles like it's on rails, carving through corners with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker. And the interior, well, let's just say you'll feel more like you're settling into the cockpit of a private jet than a car. Leather, technology and craftsmanship come together in a symphony of luxury. Of course, all this automotive excellence comes at a price, a rather hefty price in fact, but if you've got the means, the M8 competition is worth every penny. Now, before you think that BMW is all about high-performance machines and eye-watering price tags, let's talk about the little brother, the one that brought that rear-wheel drive joy to the masses. I'm talking, of course, about the BMW E33 series. This was the car that cemented BMW's reputation for building cars that were both affordable and fun to drive. It was the entry point into the world of BMW, and for many it was all the car they ever needed. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't particularly luxurious, but it was put together with that typical German precision. The E30 proved that you didn't need a supercar budget to enjoy the thrill of driving. It was a car that could handle the daily commute with ease and then tear up a back road on the weekend. It was the everyman's performance car, and it remains a legend to this day. So, what does the future hold for BMW? Well, like all car makers, they're facing the electric revolution head-on. The days of petrol-powered thrills are numbered, and BMW knows it, but don't think for a minute that they're going down without a fight. They've already dipped their toes in the electric waters with the i3 and the i8, and let me tell you, they're no slouches. But the real test will be whether they can translate their legendary driving dynamics to the world of electric cars. Can an electric car truly be a BMW? Time will tell, but I wouldn't bet against them. And then there's the whole autonomous driving thing. Now, I'm not sure about this one. I mean, where's the fun in letting a computer do all the driving? But like it or not, it's the future. Still, if any company can make a self-driving car that's actually enjoyable to be in, it's BMW. They might just surprise us all. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of BMW. From its humble beginnings building aircraft engines to its current status as a global automotive icon, BMW has always been a company driven by innovation and a passion for building exceptional cars. Whether you're a die-hard petrolhead or an electric car enthusiast, there's no denying the impact BMW has had on the automotive world. And as they continue to evolve and adapt to the challenges of the 21st century, one thing's for sure, BMW will continue to be a force to be reckoned with. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more fascinating automotive stories.